She will tell you my daddy killed my mommy. And when he shot my mommy in the head, she fell like this, and she falls. And then the blood was coming out of my mommy's mouth. Like she wanted to have a birthday, but then she don't. Because my daddy killed my mommy on my birthday, Granny. Why on my birthday? What do I say? I just gotta let them say what they need.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Shanira, and this is Talking Crime. Today, we're going to talk about a young lady named Jalen Whitlock-Easterling. Jalen was an awesome mother. She was fun, loving, enjoyed traveling, enjoyed family and friends, and most importantly, she self-loved herself. Jalen had once dated a guy named Jalen Foreman. Jalen Foreman was 27 years old, and him and Jalen wound up having two children together, one 4 and one 6. Unfortunately, a tragic event happened down the line where both decided to separate, turning it into a horror movie. You guys, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and also comment as we dig deeper into this story.
Are looking for this man right here. They say he shot and killed a woman at a kid's birthday party earlier this week.
27-year-old Jalen Foreman is being charged with murder. Here's what we know so far. HPD tells us a family was throwing a birthday party for a child when Foreman, the child's alleged father, showed up on the doorstep, started arguing, then allegedly pulled out a gun and started firing multiple shots. A woman who police say is the mother was hit and pronounced dead on the scene. Officers say the suspect got away in a white Chevy Tahoe. If you have any information on where Foreman might be, you're asked to call HPD.
Now, Jalen was 25 years old. She was born October 12, 1998. She also lived in Houston, Texas, where she wound up meeting Mr. Foreman. Mr. Foreman and Jalen had dated for a good bit. They wound up going on vacations together and wound up creating a family together. Their daughter, 4 years old and 6. Jalen and Mr. Foreman seemed happy, but somewhere down the line, their relationship turned upside down, causing both of them to separate. Now, unfortunately, Jalen was just done with the whole situation, but she knew that her and Mr. Foreman had children together. Eventually, things just start getting out of hand. And one day, Mr. Foreman drove past Jalen's house and shot it up. Now, at the time, Jalen didn't know who shot it up and why, but she wound up digging deeper into the whole situation, finding out that it was Mr. Foreman, her children's father. He couldn't take that they had wound up separating, but in my opinion, he couldn't take that she was pregnant by someone else. Now, Jalen had wound up moving on, which caused her to have a new boyfriend. And somewhere down the line, her and Mr. Foreman was not getting along, causing Mr. Foreman to want to shoot up her townhouse. A couple of weeks later, a tragic situation happened. Jalen was giving a birthday party to one of their children, and Mr. Foreman took it upon himself after shooting the townhouse up weeks ago, come to the birthday party. But before that, he stopped to get his daughter gifts. He wound up showing up around 8 p.m. to the birthday party, meeting and greeting Jalen and her new boyfriend at the door. He had gifts and wound up putting them down because Jalen refused to allow him to come in the house to the birthday party. She offered that he leave the gifts and she would give it to the daughter, but Mr. Foreman refused. I mean, why not just leave the gifts or wait and have your own birthday party? We're still trying to figure that out. But he didn't. He wound up getting into a huge argument with Jalen's boyfriend. And Jalen's boyfriend wound up walking back towards the kitchen to get a weapon. But in the meantime, Mr. Foreman went back to his truck to retrieve a weapon, shooting 5 rounds at the door where Jalen and their two daughters were standing at, shooting Jalen in the head in front of their children. Unfortunately, Jalen instantly deceased And people called the police. And once they got there, she was pronounced deceased. And her kids witnessed it all. Now, after Mr. Foreman shot Jalen, he gets back in his truck and immediately drives off from the scene. Once detectives and police got there, Jalen was pronounced deceased on the scene. Eventually, they started looking for Mr. Foreman, and a couple of days later, Mr. Foreman turned himself in. They questioned him, and they was wondering did he get upset because Jalen's boyfriend was there. But nevertheless, they locked him up and gave him a bail of $1 million. Jalen was also charged with murder. Unfortunately, those children seen the event, and family and friends don't know how this wound up the way it did. Now, Mr. Foreman's brother had put up a post on social media stating that his brother loved Jalen and his children and he would do anything for his children. And of course, he's saying that Miss Jalen didn't deserve what happened to her. No woman should. But it was kind of like he was at the same time giving his brother an excuse to me. Also, Jalen's family and friends just describe her as this beautiful soul that just loved life and always was happy. Also, pronouncing that Jalen was 10 weeks pregnant at the time of her murder. So she was pregnant by the new boyfriend. And who's to say that Mr. Foreman didn't know this? Like, he was so upset, but him and Jalen had already moved on from each other. Unfortunately, Jalen lost her life, and her two beautiful daughters will never get to grow up with her and experience life as they should with their mom. And that innocent child in her belly will never get to see the light of day, unfortunately. You guys, let's continue to pray for Jalen and her family and friends at this hard, tragic moment that happened September 12th, 2024 at her daughter's birthday party around 8:30. It is so tragic that these events continue to happen and women all over the world stay threatened or scared for their life, no matter what the situation is. You guys, let's continue to uplift her family and friends. And if you have an opinion about this story, please drop it in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinion on what you think caused this situation to get so far out of hand. You guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Talking Crime. My name is Shanira, and I hope you have a blessed day. Peace.